Hello, most awesome Sims 2 fans, and welcome back to another renovation. Today we're going to be doing the Petite Cafe. This is a ploppable lot from, Get to Work, I guess it is. This is going to be the after picture. I hope you noticed the funky roof at the beginning because that's going to be an issue for me. So the first thing I do is get rid of it, and then I'm going to try to just put a plain roof on the top, and I think, gosh, that looks boring, and I absolutely hate it. So we get rid of that, and then I decide, so the awnings and everything in the front basically has to go. Because one thing when dealing with yucky looking roofs is either putting dormers or something, and so I decide, let's do a little bump out. That's probably the quickest and easiest way to deal with my roof issues. So you're going to see me do that right now. And then I'm kind of looking and deciding, okay, is that really what I want to do? And I do kind of end up liking that instead of doing dormers. I also need to keep this build in a certain money amount. I wanted to keep it under 60,000 because I have a sim in my play that is going to buy this. And if I went much over 60,000, it really doesn't become economically feasible for this sim to be utilizing this lot. So they do have a lot of money, but it just becomes a problem. So anyway, so you see me here. I'm trying to decide what color I like on the roof, and then I'm going to look at the outside. So already I'm deciding I like the roof. I like maybe the idea of doing kind of a antique-y looking place. I have kind of a barn lot not too far away. So, you know, something that kind of dates back to early Pleasant View, even though our town is kind of growing at this point. So you see me here struggling with doors, and this is because I had an off-the-grid cheat, and I kept this in here so you can see that, yes, even though I've been building for a long time, I sometimes forget to turn my cheats on and off, and then I have issues. So anyway, go back to the Sims 4 door conversion, and I love that. And so once I do that, I'm like, okay, great. I like the stone idea on the front of the house, but here again, I didn't really like what was already on there. I feel like it looked a little bit dated. So I'm gonna get rid of it all, and then I put this nice stone with the black trim, and that's gonna go all around. I do keep the original stone on the foundation because I like the look of it. I try, if I can, to leave as much as I possibly am able with whatever my lots are. I don't like to completely bulldoze them or change things so much, because in my head, I'm thinking, well, if you were buying a place and renovating it, you would try to keep as cost conscious as possible. Here I am with some other Sims 4 to Sims 2 conversion windows, and I've decided I love the black windows now on this. So the door is going to be kind of my focal point with the red and the white. But from here now, we're going to do kind of the black look as our accents. So I'm putting in some really pretty windows, and you can see I just really liked the look of that. And I'm already starting to think, yeah, this is really coming together for me. I love kind of this classy look. It's Alexander Goth, for those of you who are into lore and you know the Goths. And he's going to buy this. He's an adult now. He does not have the entire Goth fortune. Things happen in my game, but he does have some money still. And I thought this kind of dark look really works for him as a Goth, even though, you know, it's kind of classy Goth. So I put some black steps and a black railing around, and I come to the side and I'm thinking, what were the Sims thinking over here? Because it didn't even match the red that was originally on there. So we're going to get rid of that. I'm going to look for a black door once I put steps on here to put on there, because like I said, we kind of want it to be cute and classy, even though this is going to be just a small, you know, restaurant cafe style thing. So, you know, luckily I can move the trees around, but we put them back because we're going to pretend I didn't do that. So I'm in here and I'm looking around, and I have decided this is absolutely the way I'm going to go. But on the inside, my headspace is, you know, he bought this he took everything lock, stock, and barrel, and he's turning it into a restaurant. So that's why we're going to keep some of the furniture. I did use Sims 4 conversions for the sink, and I like them because that reminds me kind of country classic, I think, is what I kind of went for in the end. And I felt, you know, maybe he got some of the antiques that went with this, like the chairs, the mismatched chairs, and the pictures. So I left the bulk of that. You'll see I don't take any of that out. I'm leaving as much of it as I possibly could because I felt, yeah, maybe he got it at auction or something like this entire Petite Cafe. As I'm doing the kitchen here, I wanted to keep the whole bar that wrapped around here. I do try to shrink it, and I just didn't like the look of it, so you're going to see me put it back. So I'm moving the stove up and down to see what I can do here so that I end up keeping that bar, because I thought it looks nice with the fruit and the flowers. I felt as you walked in that would be kind of a nice, I don't know, look, if you're facing the bar and then you kind of come around the corner. I threw the garbage can down in the far corner and had moved the door up for the bathroom. Here you're going to see that I totally swapped out the wallpaper while you were not looking, because I had my game totally crashed because I was messing with the cheats that move the furniture around, and I forgot to turn my recording apparatus on. As you know, sometimes you're just a little mindless as you're in the mood and in the groove for this kind of thing. So if you look, the wallpaper is now swapped out, and I was able to move these chairs and the podium into the middle of the room, keeping with the theme of kind of that country theme. I've got these beautiful rustic tables. I'm sure you noticed them from Sims 4 if you're Sims 4 fan. I do not play Sims 4 anymore, but I do love the content, and so these amazing people who are creating these, I just love them. We're gonna throw these cute little lanterns on the top of each table. Again, these are another conversion, and I just love the way this looks at this point. And you know, I just think lovely, you know, country and kind of dark. I'm gonna turn the chess table black. Again, we've got that black goth thing going on for Alexander Goth. And as I'm looking at this, I all of a sudden decide I need table real estate. That's the business person in me. You know, we need more tables. We need to make the money. So they go over to the side. I am going to grab a piece right here and throw it on the back wall. And that is technically an air conditioner. Right before I start putting my tables on the front porch, as I had said, that was an issue with me for money making. But I had to put that air conditioner because I have a mod that makes weather impact my Sims a lot more. So if it was a steamy, hot summer day, your Sims could really have, you know, heat issues, and they can faint and that sort of thing. And I felt that Alexander obviously would have central air. These are nice little boards, and I felt that you would be able to see the specials coming into our restaurant, and I love that. And here I'm looking for signs. I have like a favorite sign that I do end up using. But before I did that, I was kind of seeing, oh, look, I had just downloaded a pack, I think from Country Living Sims 4 conversions. And I was like, oh, maybe I can find a sign in here. And well, I found this cute little sign to put in the front, which I thought was a great little restaurant sign. I ended up going back to this one. This is my favorite sign. It has a bunch of different signs that you can use. I lost my train of thought there. You're gonna see me knock it off and do it at night because they light up at night. I love things that light up, and that just makes me happy. So you see me doing that at night, and I love the black sign. It looks just dark and elegant. So our cute little cafe is wonderful. Out here, I did not want to do too much clutter because I play The Sims. So I want my people to be able to come in and not have routing issues. So I ended up using these cute little flowers, and I thought they were just beautiful. I'd never used them before. And this little scrubby grass, and the flowers ended up, when you would go into neighborhood mode, doing the blinking pink thing of death. And I came back in, and it was only in the front of the lot. And I messed around taking a lot of the new stuff that you just saw me put down with the signs and stuff out. And it turned out to be the flowers, so I got rid of them. We will never use them again. And then, so at the end, when we're in live mode, you're going to see just scrub grass around the trees. You see me checking the price of this place because I was worried I was going to go over budget. I like to put things like the central air back here. It just adds a touch of realism. I just like to do it. And since we were on budget, I thought that would be good to have. And then I think this is something for water. I was going to put the furnace back here, but I was looking, I was like over $4,000. So I thought, oh no, I do check the price of the heating pipe things and they were fine. I throw some boxes out of on the side here because I thought, well, maybe it was a delivery or something like that. And I toyed with the idea of something else out front. And then I thought, no, let's put the open for business sign here and a telephone and let's wrap it up. Alexander can just buy this and get moving on here. If we ever want to put something else, we can. This is live mode. I had Mary Sue Pleasant come and visit, and you can see it's lovely. It's looking beautiful. We're in the fall. There's Alexander at the podium. He needs work. He's not the greatest, but our restaurant is up and it's functional, and he has a hostess and a chef there, and it was just fun to do. And I want to thank you for watching this. Happy simming and bye-bye.